Say howdy.
All right, we're live. We're live. What's good, everybody? Welcome back. Hoop Talk podcast number 39. The NBA season has started, in my opinion. Preseason kind of, the starting stage where we can actually get some news in for the pod instead of doing top 10 lists. You know what I mean?
The struggle has been real.
But it's over.
I thought the people liked our list.
I contributed.
I don't know about
I
like
don't think so.
they might have been
I don't think
intrigued.
so.
I don't know. I don't know.
At least they watched.
I don't think anybody liked our list. I don't think we had one list that anybody liked.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, yeah.
At least in the comment section. But before we get started, y'all see the topics on the screen right now. Also, check us out on SoundCloud and iTunes. We are finally available on there. All of the episodes are up on SoundCloud and iTunes, so go ahead and check that out. But before we go, let's go ahead and get started with introducing the co-host. Dom, say what's good.
What up? It's your boy Dom Church 97. As always, follow me on Snapchat and on Twitter if you have any questions or want to debate basketball. I hit everyone back up. And thank you for coming out to the podcast. And make sure you do what Biso said and follow and check us out on SoundCloud and iTunes. And most importantly, join the Discord because we're on the road to 1,000 again.
We prestige. We prestige.
Oh my
Yo.
god.
And so also, if you guys have questions at the end, we're gonna do a Q&A at the end. So go ahead and join the Discord for that as well.
As always.
George is driving right now. So yeah, he'll be back. King, so it's good.
Yo, what's going on, guys? King back on the HTP. OJ Mayo of YouTube. We're back with another episode of the podcast.
Mayo.
Said the OJ Mayo of YouTube.
Anyways, follow HTP on Twitter. Follow the HTP on Twitter at Hoop Talk Pod. Follow me on Twitter at KingXSER. Yeah, I'm excited for this NBA season to start. I posted a tweet yesterday saying that if the Lakers actually make the playoffs, I will be buying a pair of ZO2s and Mellow Ball 1. So please, go. Hey, so that just follow me on Twitter. I posted that. Repost that.
You better pin that tweet.
Oh no, for sure, bro, for sure. Bro.
Okay, there you go.
But yeah.
All right, Levin.
Alright, boom. Basically, man's not hot. Man's here on the little perspiration thing. I'm on the podcast like
Nigga.
man's not hot. Got school tomorrow.
What the hell is going on?
I know. Alright, boom.
He said the thing goes "Kra."
Yo.
SEC out of nowhere. SEC out.
Boom.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is this your intro though? Like,
Yeah, fam, man's not hot. I know. Big shot.
bro, is this your intro?
Hey,
Please
don't be
go
asking
to-
questions, bro.
Go to the next person.
Okay.
I can't.
This is Skia.
Oh my god.
All right, SDC.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
Oh yeah, that's a legendary intro. You gotta get signed to Island Records. I don't know if any of you get that reference, but
Island, yes.
I'm ready to get this episode started. Glad the season's finally about to start up because the NBA has been super dry.
Stale.
Facts.
I don't even know how SEC makes videos daily.
I know, right? That's what I'm
I'm like, what the
This
hell?
guy always has something to upload.
Where'd you find this story?
Where did you find?
All right, and Slendy, first time on the pod. It was
All right. I'm Slendy. Join the Discord.
Oh, word.
That's how you do it. That's short and simple.
There you
Short
go.
and simple. That's a.
Okay. So. Jesus Christ. Okay, so KB can't be here today,
Yeah.
and King's leaving early, so that's why we have Levin and Slendy on.
Yeah.
But the first topic of today is the Cavaliers. So the Cavaliers signed Dwayne Wade this
Christ.
week. Jesus Christ. So they signed Dwayne Wade, and I thought it was just gonna be like a small signing, everyone was expecting, but like everyone's making a big deal out of it now, saying he's the missing piece and like shit like that.
I wouldn't say
So-
missing piece.
I
But,
don't know.
I mean, he's not, but like people are saying that. So
yeah.
what do you guys think about the signing first of all?
I mean, I wouldn't say Wade is a missing piece, but he does help a lot. Like the man still can play, and I think he does. Like, if for those of you guys that say he's still not, you guys don't think he's a starting like guard in this league. I say he is. I mean, he did pretty good for the Bulls last year. He was averaging, I think, 20
The Bulls.
on. Okay, but they made the playoffs, did they? Okay, all right. So
Jimmy Butler.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. So they made the playoffs. He was a starter. He was averaging, I think, 18, 19 points per game, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Like he was pretty good. He wasn't bad. And, yeah, so yo, chill out, bro. Stop. Why you trying to...
like,
No, but I think he does help. He helps.
Yeah,
and
they signed him for 1 year. Like,
Yeah.
it's a really cheap contract, so
Yeah,
they didn't really.
his age, though, he's like, what is he turning 36? I believe.
I mean, he's still productive. I still think he's pretty
hold up
productive.
to.
Yeah, last year he averaged like 18 points.
Yeah, he exactly. He was productive last
He
year.
still play those like heavy minutes.
I was
can
thinking
still
about
play.
this. Why can't the Cavs just bench D Wade, bro?
Because you're gonna start JR over D Wade? No, I'm not doing that shit.
What? That's not
No.
a bad thing.
I mean,
Is
but
that a
Wade
bad
might
thing?
Bro,
better
that's
off
not
the bench
happening.
than
For
That's not
Wade.
happening.
For spacing? Is that
Yeah,
what you mean?
I would do it for spacing, but I don't know.
Stop.
how
I
you
wouldn't.
do it.
I wouldn't start.
Cavs
I wouldn't.
bench
Nah.
needs-
I
Especially
wouldn't
early
start
on
D-Wade.
if D Rose is starting.
I would start D Wade for the simple fact for rotation purposes, because you can get LeBron off the floor quicker. You can leave Dwayne Wade on and then rotate them out like simultaneously. I hope I said that right. Anyway,
Yeah.
so you can just rotate them out. Honestly, I don't see a reason in bringing Dwayne Wade off the bench. He's not really that much of a scorer, and you will need a scoring boost off the bench. If you're bringing Jay Crowder, if you're going to bring D Rose, if you're going to bring those guys off the bench, you want to have a guy like JR out there. JR coming off the bench he'll get back to that 6-man form that he was like on the Knicks when people actually noticed JR and what got him the interest to Cleveland. He'll turn back into that player. He won't have so much of a load on his shoulders. He won't do too many questionable things. He'll actually get the ball. Dwayne Wade doesn't have to function with the ball in his hand. Like he can play off the ball. He can do other things. He's a vet. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't. Dwayne Wade doesn't need the
floor
ball.
spacing though.
Like right now, he doesn't need the ball.
I think that's valid, but the problem is, like, at the start of the season, they're starting D Rose, so like,
Exactly.
I would
They're just
rather
gonna
have.
collapse in. They're just gonna.
I mean, I
It's
guess,
the
but
floor
like,
spacing.
I mean, are you really gonna throw D Wade in with that second unit and like just put all like you guys are saying he is 36? Like, I mean, he is 36. You guys are gonna expect him to try to carry the entire second? Well, not carry the entire second unit, but like,
Yeah, but they need like a scoring outburst. D Wade does that best.
You'll get more. No,
I mean,
you
you
get
guys are just
a
talking
better
about.
scoring
You guys
outburst.
are
with
just, you guys
JR
are just
than
talking
Wade
about
off the bench.
efficiency and all this stuff. Like, I think JR is probably more efficient than. I mean,
Scoring off the
I wouldn't say he's more
I don't know.
efficient,
I
but
don't know.
I would say he's more efficient.
Dwayne
but-
Wade's never came off the bench in his career. So like scoring, if you want some scoring off your bench, let the guy who's done that before do that.
Yeah,
He's a former 6-man. He's experienced with he has experience doing that. JR is a streaky player. You want streaky guys coming off of your bench. It just works better that way. You don't want those guys starting because you're going to get a performance like last year's playoffs in the finals. He'll disappear too quick.
But
It's harder for.
Isn't
Go
the
ahead.
whole goal is to so when LeBron goes to the bench, you can have like consistent firepower coming off the bench. That's like not streaky.
I mean, but you're gonna have D Rose with him, who was, I guess you could say, go. You gotta go, CC.
I was gonna say, well, I just think like maybe like the Cavs start D Wade for like the first 5-6 minutes of the first quarter, then they take him out, then LeBron comes out to start the second and put
like
Wade back in.
if he's starting, he's not gonna be like he's gonna be good. He's gonna start, but he's not gonna like play as much as like the other starters. Like he's
probably like 24.
it's gonna be they're gonna rotate him in and out a lot.
Yeah, D-Wade can definitely start and still like be the first man out the game to let JR be that 6-man if they see that they need to get some floor spacing. It's too easy to make rotate. They're a deeper team. That's what makes them scary to me. I'm not gonna say that Dwayne Wade was the missing piece, but they added a lot of things they needed to beat the Warriors. They needed to beat them. They're not going to beat them. I don't think they're going to, but they're making the right steps towards beating the Warriors. And
speaking of that, what do y'all think? Do you think they can beat the Warriors now, or?
I mean, if people still claim that LeBron's the best player of all time, then why not? Like he has the players around.
That's what I'm saying. What's the excuse for LeBron now if he really is to go?
I mean, there really isn't. Like he has. I mean, unless somebody gets injured, like Kevin Love or D Wade or IT, which I hope doesn't happen. There really is no excuse for LeBron.
Because I made a video on it. They literally said even with all the help LeBron has, the Warriors are still better. It's like, bro, you're the GOAT. What?
I mean, at the same time, who knows how those guys are going to perform? That's another thing that comes down to it. I'm not going to sit there and put that whole load on LeBron if these guys aren't clicking. Like, if the rest of the team isn't performing as a team, I'm not going to sit there and just put the whole.
I understand that, but for the people that still call him the greatest player of all time, like, he has a surrounding players. What's the reason for him not to?
That's true. That's true. If everything's clicking, then he has no excuse.
Yeah, and he is like the almighty LeBron James or whatever.
Yeah.
But beating the Warriors, though.
I mean, he's already done it. It's not like he hasn't done it.
Not this team.
That was minus KD.
Not this team. But like,
I mean, this is a different Cavaliers team.
Series wasn't even that like much of a blowout because a few games were close calls. Like, I think game
when
3,
LeBron was in the game,
exactly.
The moves they made actually allows them to be more competitive with LeBron off the court, and that's the scary part. Like, when LeBron's on the court, majority of the time it was a dead even game. Like, LeBron kept them in the game. They've added the players that put them in a situation where if LeBron if they have a 7-point lead with LeBron in the game, there's 4 or 5 minutes left in the half. They can sit LeBron and still hold at least a 4-point lead by halftime. They won't just give up an unnecessary run. They have guys to make up for it. They don't have Darren Williams, who's going to disappear for no reason. They don't have Kyle Korver. He's not going to get all the minutes that he got before, just standing out there not doing nothing. They don't have. They have actual rotation. They have players that can start on other teams coming off their bench. Like,
but see, Dom, while you're saying all of this, right? Like, you're saying that the last year's finals was close, that LeBron has all the help now. There's gonna be people. I'm not saying you guys or King or whatever, but there's gonna be people that are still gonna make excuses for LeBron.
I mean, but that's
what every team, every superstar, every great player, every great player has an excuse.
Yeah, everyone's gonna come up with their own excuses. It's just whether or not that they're valid.
Yeah,
exactly.
But do y'all think what are the chances out of 100%?
Oh, I mean, last year since they lost in 5-1, if they win, I guarantee they're only winning in the game 7. That's the only way I see it going. If it goes to 7 games, I give them a chance. If it goes game 7, I give them a chance.
Yeah, that's the only.
The Warriors are still a better team. Like, I'm not even gonna say by far, but they're still a better team.
Yeah, because I was looking at their ball movement yesterday, bro. That shit was clean. Like, I know it's just preseason, but the way they move the ball and the firepower that they have, it's just amazing to look at.
Man, and look out for Jordan Bell. Listen,
that's a fact. That
nigga is impressive.
Yep.
That's a sleeper. They done found them a 5 they actually can use, like, that can run their offense completely, like, smooth. He can be on the 3-point line and make something happen. He can cut back door and make something happen. He doesn't just have to step on someone's ankle to injure him. Or catch an alley-oop.
I swear I saw like 2 possessions in a row yesterday where Draymond lobbed it up to Jordan Bell. Like, 2 possessions.
That was
crazy.
When I seen it, I was like, this is gonna be a problem. They have chemistry with the rookie. Watch out for that.
Yeah, that is.
And the thing is, they only gave up cash. That's the craziest part.
That they're gonna make that they made back that preseason game.
Exactly. Yeah. That's crazy. I don't even know why the Bulls did that, bro. They traded their pick in the Jimmy Butler trade, and then they traded.
That was kind of dumb.
Come on, man. Are you rebuilding or not? Like,
he's like, who trades away their pick?
I'm not really that
they already got their center of the future in Robin Lopez.
I don't know.
They what?
They already got their center of the future in Robin Lopez. They didn't need
right? Yeah, bro. Robin Lopez for the rest of his career, bro.
Don't worry, they got Chris Dunn. It's all good.
Right? They got Chris Dunn back. They don't need a pick. Who could they have got with that pick better than Chris Dunn? You know?
Yep. All right. So I know this isn't the second topic, but since we're on the who's gonna beat the Warriors thing, so the Thunder got Melo. Do y'all think they can push the Warriors to 7?
No.
Yes, they can push the Warriors to 7.
I think so too. I think
they can push the Warriors to 7.
I think they can.
KD and Russ by themselves push the Warriors to 7. I believe KD, PG, and Melo can push his Warriors to 7. I don't know about what.
I don't know about the logic. I don't know about that logic, but
I mean,
because KD's on the Warriors now too, and
they have offensive firepower now.
I just think they're like so motivated. Like, Melo's trying to prove everyone wrong. PG's on a contract year. Russ, he freaking hates KD and Steph and all them guys.
They got Steven Adams.
Exactly.
He still remembers getting kicked in the nuts.
And honestly, the way they match up, like, it's not that bad. Honestly, I'm looking at it like it's not that bad.
Only thing is possibly their bench is just
yeah.
I mean, it's not like a terrible bench, but it's just not up to what the Warriors.
At the same time, but to say that, I don't know now because they got Nick Young. If you put Nick Young and JaVale McGee on the court, that's 5 turnovers. It's automatic. That's an automatic 5
Yeah, that's a
turnovers.
fact. That's a fact.
Those two together on the court is an automatic 5 turnovers. If your bench can capitalize off of that, you straight.
But can they?
I mean,
Can the Thunder bench do that?
I don't know yet.
Like,
I gotta
not
see
that
him play.
great, though.
It's too early to tell. I gotta see him play. You never know. They could surprise. It's not likely, but it's still a chance they could surprise. You never
The
know.
best player off the bench, like what? Patrick Patterson.
Patrick Patterson or Raymond Felton.
Like, they have like no bench for being real.
I mean, listen, bro. Terrence Ferguson off the bench is gonna be the difference maker.
They're
He's
really
the
great.
X factor.
That bench
He's
is
a
not
rookie,
bad.
though.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but
Yeah.
it's not the Warriors bench either.
Yeah. It's funny because last year we were talking about like how the Warriors are gonna have bench problems, but now they're like
Mhm.
Patrick McCaw and Ian Clark and those guys. Even though
Yeah, those guys
Ian Clark is
came
not
out
on
of
the
nowhere.
team anymore. Yeah, it's crazy. So let's get a vote up. I think they can push it to 7.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they can push it to 7.
All right, Kim.
I'm gonna have to. I think they could push it to. Man, it's hard. I'd say 7. It's 7. 7.
Yeah, it'd have to be 7.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah, I want to say 6, but it's just LeBron. What he has around him, like if people are actually calling him the best of all time, like.
No, we're talking
there's
about
no
Thunder.
reason for
Well, we're
it.
talking about the Thunder.
Oh, you're talking about the Thunder? I thought we were still talking about. Oh, we're talking about the Thunder.
okay,
Hold up. Wait, so my bad. I left for a little bit, so I thought you guys were still talking about the Cavs and the Warriors. So
Nah, bro, we talking
you
about
guys
the
are
Thunder.
saying whether the Thunder can push to 7 against the Warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Oh,
can
no.
push the Warriors to
The
7.
hell no, Warriors in 6.
Hell no.
Bro, Warriors in 6.
No
Warriors-
chance of them
I-
pushing it to 7
I-
like at all.
No. I'm too. I'm not too high on this OKC Thunder team. I'm not too high.
Wow.
Just too many players have had like rough paths all coming together to try to win something. I don't see that.
That's happened before.
Isn't that Loki what the 2017 Warriors are? Loki?
I don't think so.
KD
We're
blew a
not
3-1
comparing-
lead.
we're
Curry
not
blew a
comparing-
3-1
we're not
lead.
comparing- No, we're not comparing KD to
Warriors
Paul
lost.
Melo. Chill out. We're not comparing.
Can I just mention how at the start of the summer, Jonah was saying that the Thunder would be able to push the Warriors to 6 games, and everyone laughed at him. And now we're debating whether they'll push them
But,
to 7
like,
games.
They
It's a
didn't
different
have- they didn't
team.
have Paul
It's a different
George.
team.
Yeah,
but
they
it's
didn't
the
have
same.
Paul
I'm
George.
not like I said.
It's the
These
same.
all 3 of these players, except for maybe Westbrook, like they're not coming from great. Like they all came from down years. Like Paul George and Melo both came
They
from
got
pretty
something to
down years.
prove.
I don't know.
I mean,
exactly.
are they gonna
They
prove it
just-
against the best
They
team
just
in the
called
NBA that
Carmelo
just won?
Anthony
That
the
just won the
64th best player
championship.
in the NBA.
I mean, but they're playing the best team. They're playing a team with 4 All-Stars and Kevin Durant.
That's the best way to
But
prove it.
conveniently,
in
with
the
both
They're
over-
not
those
proving
down
shit,
years,
bro.
look
They're
at
in the
losing
the
in
over-
they're losing in
And
6.
the 04 Pistons beat the 04 Lakers.
Facts.
Stop.
They have 4 Hall of
Yes.
Famers. There was 4 Hall of Famers on that Laker team. Just saying.
Chill out.
Exactly.
4 Hall of
I don't know,
Famers.
man. I'm just not too high on this Thunder team.
I mean, I wasn't at first,
I'm
and then I
not
see how they
either.
matched up. Like
Can we watch them
seeing how
play?
but I'm just saying on paper, all this is just on paper.
Yeah.
How they match up with the Warriors is why I say they could give them problems. Like they match up pretty goddamn well against the
Yeah,
Warriors.
in terms of
'Cause
matchup, like I think it's just a mental thing. Honestly, like they have the mentality out of like all the other teams because they're so motivated. From, like,
'Cause they
different reasons.
The Warriors can't send a double team nowhere. That's the biggest part of the whole thing. They can't send a double team anywhere.
And they're lengthy
They have-
too. They're lengthy too.
They have to play head up
Not
ball.
really that long.
Pause,
Oh,
pause.
pause.
Definitely, I'm about to say definitely a ball.
All right, but we good on the Thunder.
Yeah, the Thunder, all right.
All right. So Adam Silver and the association changed the rules for the lottery starting after 2018, I believe, after the 2018 lottery. So I believe it's the top 5 picks have the same chance at the number 1 pick.
I'm pretty sure it's top 3.
That's top 3.
It's
Top
top
3.
three.
Top 3 have like 14.
All have a 14%
Yeah.
chance starting in the 2019 lottery or whatever.
Exactly. So
I don't know. Off the bat, right? Like when I saw this, like obviously this stops teams who are already like gonna get a low pick from trying to get an even lower pick. But now, like I think what this does, is it just means that teams who maybe are like fighting for an 8th seed, they might just think, oh, let's just drop out because we have kind of a higher chance of getting a lottery pick now. Like
if
now,
anything,
like I
it
think
kinda
instead of
incentivizes it more lowest.
Yeah, like-
because you
Oh,
don't need the number 1 pick.
We don't
the
have
highest
to be the
chance.
worst. We just have
Yeah.
to be the 3rd worst.
That's what I'm saying. But even if you're the 3rd worst, if you're fighting for the 8th seed, I mean, you're not.
But, like,
You might as well go for the 8th seed because you're not going to get a top 3 pick.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm not saying just
other-
for because like I'm saying just in general, like in terms of getting a lottery pick, like it's a lot easier now to get a decent lottery pick now.
Yeah.
So I feel like you might see teams trying to like drop out of like if you're a team that's like 10th, right, or 9th, like, and you're in this race, you might just think, oh, this draft is stacked. Let's just drop out. We probably can get like the 7th pick or something.
But isn't that what teams already do now?
But now that's just a high incentive to do it.
Because it's easier.
Yeah,
I don't
because it's
think
easier.
gonna
now,
fix tanking or anything.
I don't really.
I don't think it fixed tank. I think it might have fixed people claiming that it's rigged, like certain teams getting picks that they're not supposed to get. That's the only good thing I see out of it.
Yeah.
You won't see a way where like Cleveland has a 0.2% chance of getting number one pick and magically get it when they need to rebuild their franchise. I don't think you'll see no more of that. But
yeah, I don't think it incentivizes teams to like just straight up be the worst team in the league. So
but I feel like it'll like middle class teams will have a high incentive of tanking.
So I think like
really
the
think
bottom teams aren't gonna be like as bad as they used to be, but it also made tanking like more accessible, I guess.
What did you guys hear what Stan Van Gundy said about it?
Yes.
He said something about like free agency.
He said get rid of the
Get rid of like
only the coach of the Pistons.
Max contracts.
Like any rookie's gonna go to the Pistons.
Oh.
Hey. He said
wait, I
whoever's
forgot.
gonna pay him the most. Like who's gonna turn down all the money?
I'm just saying. Like
I mean,
they're all
forget
gonna go
all
like
the
Van
money.
Dyke and the
People are
Warriors.
everyone's just gonna go
They're
to
gonna
LA.
go get their ring.
But no,
on
the thing is, the other teams will be offering them more money. How much sacrifice do they really want to take to go to LA? Are they gonna lose out like $25 million to go play for the Lakers?
But imagine that number one
to the
overall
Warriors,
pick that's really trying to start off his career on the right track and goes to the Warriors, bro.
The Warriors.
Is that
That's gonna take a
right
pay
track
cut.
to the Warriors?
That's gonna take a pay cut.
Yeah, if he wants to get a ring, I'm pretty sure that's.
Like if he's really trying to be the GOAT, you know what I mean? Like trying to build up that legacy, that resume.
I mean, so let's say
how you gonna become the GOAT coming off the bench?
Okay, so if Michael Porter Jr. went to the Warriors, do you not think he would get any PT?
He'll get PT, but it wouldn't be the same as if he went.
And then after his contract is up, do you not think teams will go after him because they know he's a young talent coming off that bench that can start for their team, like the Magic
saying,
or
like,
the Nets
we
or
say
anything like
Kareem's
that?
a 6-time champ, but like the last two, you know.
Yeah, it's like 40 years from now, people aren't going to be looking at where he came off the like how many minutes he played. People are just going to look at he got a ring playing for that team.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing with James Jones.
Yeah, bro. Listen, bro. James Jones is a GOAT, man.
Dude got 3 rings.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
I was the car ride home.
yo.
Oh, it was nice. I was speeding.
Yeah, we can tell. We can tell.
We can hear the.
We can hear your car the whole way. You hear your car the whole way.
Hey, but
right,
do you wanna do your intro real quick?
Sure. What's good, everybody? You know, I'm about like 23 minutes late to the pod, but you know, it's good to be here. Did we already talk about the Cavs?
Yes.
Yeah. You want to get a quick?
I'll give a quick thought. D-Wade, I don't think D-Wade's enough for them to get past the Warriors, and I'm also want to say, but I do want to say now that you look at the Cavs and their depth chart and the roster, I say there's no excuse for LeBron not to either beat the Warriors this year or at least take them to 7 games, because with that depth, like.
All their problems are fixed. All their problems are fixed, right? Their
problems are fixed, and they got better. I saw all they lost is Kyrie at the end of the day, and they added so much more. They added D Rose, no matter how much of a scrub people think he is. They added D Wade. They added Jay Crowder. Like they got better on offense and defense. So
Ante Zizic, or however you say his name.
I don't even know. I'm not gonna try. So yeah, there's no excuse. There is no excuse, especially when LeBron gets off the court. I don't want to hear any more of that. Oh, when LeBron gets off the court, the Cavs suck. If the Cavs suck and LeBron can't get that break when he comes off the floor in the finals this year, I'm just gonna be like, it's on the players. It's not on LeBron. There's no excuse this year.
I was about to say, nigga, I don't know what you
blame
want
that
to
on
do.
LeBron.
Thank you. Blame it on LeBron that he comes off the court and the team sucks.
Well, you should have to come off
that one, but
come on, bro.
LeBron should be like,
LeBron, tell him what to do. What are you doing, bro? You just sit on the bench, coach the game. What?
So yeah, that's my thought. No excuses.
And,
I can agree with that.
We're talking about Thunder versus Warriors. Do you think the Thunder can push them to 7?
Right now, I'm gonna stick at the 6. I'm not gonna say 7 until I see how Melo gels with Westbrook and George. I still think the Warriors are the best team in the West. But
yeah, no doubt.
It definitely got closer. It really did. But because I'm tired of hearing like people like Stephen A. Smith saying, "Oh, the Thunder are gonna no." Like let's see how they do first, and then we'll judge them. But right now, I'm just gonna say they can push the Warriors to 6.
All right, sounds good. And speaking of tanking, we were still on tanking anyways. Do y'all think tanking in general is bad, or is it bad for the league? Or
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, if your team sucks, I mean, hey, they suck. I mean, I don't see a way you can play young players and compete for a championship. Like, there's only so many teams like the Thunder, you know, like that chance comes around only so often. You gotta have so much talent
for that. In the lottery for years in a row to get that.
You're right.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think tanking that's just going to happen regardless. I don't think that's something you can fix.
But there's also the argument that like your fans pay for tickets and you're deliberately losing games.
Man,
I mean, if you're a Brooklyn Nets fan, I think you understand your team's not going to a championship.
No, but like the Sixers,
you're paying for what you're paying
for. They could easily like at least try to make the playoffs.
All the Sixers fans I knew about it were happy.
I think the Sixers can make it.
I mean, were they happy before Joel
I think during the seasons when they were tanking, they might not have been happy, but like now the process, like how big that is, like I think 76
is worth it.
I mean, last year, let's be honest, they were tanking last year, and it was a fun tanking season. Like that was the best I've ever seen a team tank. Like they tanked tanked and built their fan base at the same exact time. Like it's just on the players.
That's the process.
If you're going to tank, you have to like your young players got to be devoted to the team. Like they have to understand this is what we're doing. Let's build this up. Like it has to be a full team thing. You can't just tank and be the Nets where everybody's trying to get up out of here. I'll keep using the Nets because they're trash. Where they need to get up out of here. You're trying to all get up out of here because there's no hope. You can't have a bunch of vets playing and your young guys on the bench and you're tanking. This is just going to look bad because no one knows what to root for. All these guys could be gone the next day. Like Brook Lopez, people thought he was going to be a damn Net forever. He's gone now.
But the Nets are making the playoffs.
Jesus Christ.
They got D-Lo, next superstar.
Jesus
I don't even know this because like even when I think about the 76ers season, like
they're making it.
Right, a team that was tanking, like they were like when I think about last season and them, I just think about like the win streak they were Joel Embiid and they were a tanking team. Like
that was a great part of the NBA season.
Is it like
TJ McConnell?
Like he was hitting game winners and shit. Like I didn't know, like no.
Yeah,
it was the best I've ever seen.
Sixers fan base, yeah.
It was that was the best tanking I've seen.
I've never seen a team tank that good.
Their fan base brought into the tanking too. They
still got the number 1 overall pick.
Exactly.
Even though they didn't.
They still going even though they didn't. So.
If you were a Hawks fan, wouldn't you be happy that your team finally blew that roster up?
Yeah, because like you're paying to go to games that you know you're gonna lose, or if you win,
Dennis Schroeder got arrested.
It's like
what he did?
Oh yes, he did.
Yeah, he got like assault charges or something like that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, it's all down.
That's part of the tanking process. You know, you got to hold him off some games.
Sure.
That's crazy. But speaking of the worst teams in the league, man, who's the worst team in the league?
Probably the Bulls.
The Hawks.
The Bulls.
I gotta go.
I took a look.
Hawks.
The Nets aren't the worst team in the league no more. I would say the Bulls.
I'd say the Hawks.
Because the Nets are making the playoffs now.
Bro,
obviously they're not the worst.
Stop saying that. They're not making the playoffs.
I'm speaking into existence, bro.
Okay, LeVar Jr. Anyway, after seeing the pro day for the Bulls and they had players with no damn numbers and names on their jersey, say y'all the worst team. Y'all gotta be the worst team.
Cameron Payne, like Cameron Payne just rolled
in.
Like bro, that. Oh my God, they have Quincy Pondexter. If you have Quincy Pondexter on your roster, you're the worst team in the NBA. You're the worst.
Quincy Pondexter?
I swear, Quincy Pondexter.
Yeah, they have Quincy
You're the worst
Pondexter.
team. Yeah, they have Quincy Pondexter.
Didn't he used to play for like the Hornets or
The
something?
Pelicans.
He used to play for everybody.
Oh, the Pelicans. Yes.
He's a
His
journeyman.
name, his name is Quincy.
He played for the Pelicans. He played for the
last
Grizzlies.
time's
He played for a lot of
Pondexter.
teams.
That's the real question.
His name is Pondexter.
Yo.
All right, chill out. He might be listening. Chill.
Hey, Quincy,
Fuck
what's
you,
good, bro?
Quincy.
Yo, chill.
Fuck you, Quincy. Dumbass nigga.
Oh, chill.
Yo, okay, sorry.
Jesus Christ. That's OD. But not the Hawks, though. Not the Hawks.
No, it's the Hawks. I think it's got to be the Hawks.
I'll take the Hawks over the Bulls. I'm
Because
sorry.
D. Stroke
I
might be
honestly
suspended
can't name the Hawks starting lineup. So
from life. Head us.
Can you name the Bulls starting lineup?
I think so.
Isn't there a YouTuber that thinks like John Collins is going to be looking
I'm
at
pretty
me
sure
or
they're
something?
starting Chris Dunn. That in itself is an L.
Are these? If they're not playing Zach LaVine at point guard, yeah, they're starting Chris.
Zach
Dunn.
LaVine has a torn ACL.
I thought he was healed up for the season.
No, not yet.
Already?
Not yet.
No, yeah.
Wait, when did he
Well,
tear?
wasn't there reports that he can jump higher now?
Like their
though,
All
so-
Star
Yeah.
break, I think.
But
What
he's
did-
not
yeah,
supposed
he's
to come
not
back to
back
like.
for a
I
while.
think
Nah, he
like
needs to save those
December
legs.
earliest.
Don't be jumping for the Bulls.
Well, yeah, I thought he got hurt earlier than what he did. So yeah, never mind. So yeah, they're starting Chris Dunn and Cameron Payne.
Cameron
Probably
Payne's
just
injured.
Chris Dunn.
Cameron
Jesus
Payne.
Christ. How are they not the worst team?
He's better than Alfred Payne.
Starting lineup. Alfred Payne.
Please
is
stop.
Alfred, what?
Please stop. Please
Wait,
stop. Don't disrespect my man Alfred like that.
Bruh, Alfred is below
He has the
average.
best hairstyle.
Bro, he is better than fucking Cameron Payne.
What? No.
I don't know about that. Let's look at the advanced stats.
Bro, the Bulls coaches
Does
says
Cameron Payne
to make
bro,
it in the NBA.
does Cameron Payne even have advanced stats?
I mean, they're probably
Does
better
he have
than
any
Alfred Payne,
stats?
bro.
It took the Bulls 2 practices to realize that he ain't an NBA player.
Yeah.
They said that. They said it took them 2 practices.
Oh God.
Bro, Cameron Payne's about to be coming off the bench in Israel, bro.
His career high field goal
In
percentage
Israel.
is 41%,
He could play with Amari Stoudemire.
and it went down to 33%.
Dynamic duo.
Jesus Christ, Cameron Payne. I'm sorry, bro. We'd like to have you on the pod anytime.
You
but,
trash.
like,
We would.
you-
Don't come on the pod, Cameron. If you respect your basketball,
Trash man. I just want to learn your dance moves. That's it.
How tall is Cameron Payne?
not tall enough. Ain't he like 6'2"?
I think he's like
6'3",
6'2".
Cameron Payne, I challenge
So
you
it's
to
average
6'3",
size
185.
Like average size.
185.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step on
He's
this.
gonna-
Levin, you don't,
History.
bro. Levin, Cameron Payne will ball
gonna-
you up. Stop it.
Hey,
What?
On his little
What?
roller. On his little
But
roller.
Levin's 6'6" though.
Fastest player in
I'm
the
sick.
NBA.
I will
Best player in the NBA?
squash him, bro.
hey, he's gonna go down for being.
You're
known for
6'6",
being-
but your ankles might be a little bit tender.
Nah.
For an NBA player, I don't know,
Have
bro.
you seen Cameron Payne?
Is Cameron Payne a
Who's Cameron
legitimate
Payne?
NBA player? Like, is he really?
No.
He's a legitimate college player.
Is he
Was he?
really?
Was he
He-
though?
He can be a college player, but is he D1? Like, if he is college, like, is he D1?
But
Yes, he was D1.
He got drafted in the lottery.
Was
I mean,
he?
got drafted in the lottery. I mean, yes,
Was he really
something.
drafted?
You gotta have something.
Does he?
How was he a lottery pick, bro?
How was he?
I don't know what the Thunder saw in him.
Hey, look, I'm looking at his
That's the
college
once in a
stats,
while.
man. He
I
averaged
mean, it
5
wasn't that
points
bad,
in
wasn't
college.
it? I think he averaged like 16 points or
He
something.
averaged
21.
5
points,
points
yeah.
in college, bro.
Wait,
How
what?
much?
5 points.
Oh, he was
5 points.
still better than LeVar.
Oh,
Yeah, hold on.
How many assists though? What was the
let me
assist?
see. Let me
looking
see.
like?
This might be like, hold up.
Gonna
Yo,
be
Cameron Payne.
1.4.
Was he a one and done?
No, he played.
No.
Okay, he averaged 20 points. Never mind. My bad. 20 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds,
See,
2 steals.
he ain't no scrub.
Yeah,
Efficiency is pretty
he
good.
looked pretty good. He looked
38% from the field.
38%
I mean-
from the field?
I'm no from three,
Jesus
from three,
Christ.
from
I
three,
was
from
like,
three.
wait,
I'm about to say, Jesus.
46% from the field. Oh,
Wait, what?
What I'm saying is that if I start with the ball, I'm just gonna back him down in first every time, so he's not
I mean,
gonna
will
get
you even
the
get the
ball
ball though, Levin? That's a...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think he will. I'd take Levin.
back.
Yes,
Thank
no
you,
faith in that man.
thank you.
SEC has no
I
faith in
watched
Payne.
Cameron Payne play a summer league game. That's all I need.
Y'all see Dante Exum, bro?
Oh no!
What happened to Dante Exum, man?
Yo, he's the next Kobe, Dom. Chill.
Dante.
He was supposed to be.
He's a fifth year.
He still is. He still is.
Fifth year.
Yeah, isn't it like his fifth or sixth year in the league?
He still
No,
is, bro.
it's like his fourth, isn't it? Like his fourth.
Wasn't he part of like a my career for one of the years, like 2K14?
Oh yeah, 2K14, I think. Dante.
Yeah, 2K14.
That was
like, he a
15.
big bro.
I think it was 2K15.
I didn't start playing
something
2K
like that.
until like.
That game was
Doesn't even
trash.
matter.
Does it really matter?
Doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, whatever happened to him?
He got hurt, man.
Yeah, just like Danny Granger, just like Ben Gordon, just like all of them.
My man, Brandon Roy.
Light skin niggas is always getting into.
Hey yo, Levin. Someone DM me, bro. Someone said they love your accent. Bunch of heart emojis.
Levin.
Ooh.
Don't act like you're not hyped.
I'm not hyped.
Jeez.
Nah, you sound pretty hyped, man.
I'm not hyped.
Nah, you're hyped.
Technicality. Jeremy Lamb used to be a god in 2K. Bro, no one remembers that, bro. I'm telling you. Jeremy Lamb was a cheat code in 2K. You're right.
Still is a cheat code.
I wouldn't say that. He
Nah, I'm
plays for
kidding.
the
I was kidding. He's Asian, so he's good.
Oh.
Jeremy Lamb, not Lynn. Jesus Christ.
Oh, never mind. That guy's ass.
Oh, Jeremy Lamb. His jumper was wet in 2K.
Someone in the
What are
comments
we
just
talking
said.
about?
Someone in the comment just mentioned Ron Baker. Have any of you guys like seen the image that like the NBA stuff used for him when you type it on Google?
No.
See this.
It looks like a high school
it says
varsity.
Google Ron Baker.
I gotta Google.
Oh
him.
my god. Oh my god. Can you look at the camera, please? Can you look
Yo, what the hell? Ron, what is this?
Hey yo, spam out the eggplants for Ron Baker, bro.
Oh,
Jesus
this man
Christ.
Ron Baker. What is this picture?
This is going in the general.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Oh,
Are his eyes straight?
He has a lazy eye.
Yo, he has a lazy eye, bro.
Next T-Mac.
Yo,
The white T-Mac?
Yeah.
Oh, white T-Mac?
This is the next white
Isn't
T-Mac.
he starting for the Knicks or some shit?
Oh
I
my
think he
God,
is.
yo.
I think he is a starter for the Knicks.
He's starting.
Ron
Yo,
Baker
Ron
is
Baker-
a starter.
No. Ron Baker can ball. No, yo, they said that Tilakila is not ready. Like they said he's not ready yet.
Oh my.
Yeah, let's see his stats.
Is he ever?
I mean, he averaged 5 points off the bench in France.
No,
Like, bro, I don't think.
4.1.
Is that good?
I don't think that's good. No.
Well, you know, in Europe, the EuroLeague is a lot different.
I mean, it's a lot tougher, but I mean,
5 points?
Come on.
Like the third highest scorer in the league was like 13 points per game.
But
Yeah,
5
pretty good,
points?
Oh, okay, so exactly 5 points though. Like, I mean,
He made
granted,
5
he's young. He is 18. He is young, but I'm just saying the Knicks came out and said he's not ready to hoop yet. Like he's not ready.
Damn.
That's
Are
already
they
a
even
L.
playing them like at all? Or?
I mean, I don't know. I know he's
Then
not
why
starting. They
just
might
send him
play him.
down to the D League.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna play. He's not ready to start though. At least from what I heard, he's not ready to start. He's gonna play.
So where are they starting? Ramon Sessions or something?
Ron Baker.
Bro,
Ron Baker's They ran Ron Baker the point guard when Rose got hurt.
Jesus Christ!
Like Ron Baker's not
They
that
had
bad.
no one else.
I mean, Ron Baker's not that bad though.
I thought he was
Baker.
trash.
No, Ron Baker's pretty
I
solid.
thought he was
He's
like
not
one
bad.
of those memes, like Ryan.
He looks
No,
like one.
Jesus Christ. Ron Baker
He
can
looks like
actually,
he could be.
he can play.
Are
He's
you
just
sure?
a playmaker. He's a solid playmaker.
Four
Let me
points per game.
Playmaker.
He's a
Baker?
solid playmaker.
2 assists.
Playmaker,
Dom. 2 assists.
Hey, how many minutes?
17.
Exactly. How many games did he play?
Terrible.
How many games?
52.
Oh, damn. Come on, Ron. I'm
What-
trying to
what
help you, bro. I'm trying to help you.
Double that. Give him starters minutes. He's
Even
starting
as
at
per
8
36.
points.
Like, come on, Ron. 9 and 5. Ron.
95 ain't bad.
For
That's
per 36, Dom.
Bro, he's white. Come on. Cut him some slack. He's white, bro.
38% from the field.
Now
He
they're
came out of
gonna
Wichita
live up to
State,
Larry
bro.
Bird.
He came out of Wichita State, bro. Give him a chance.
But like, okay, you got it. Okay.
Come on, bro. How many good hoopers came out of Wichita State, bro. Give him a chance.
Why does he look like a white Marcus?
Has anyone come out of Wichita State? Be real.
Clay Anthony Early.
Yo,
Who?
that's the only guy I remember.
I've never even heard of that guy.
That's Ron Baker's old teammate, Clay Anthony Early.
He also played for the Knicks, bro.
Yep, the Knicks love their Wichita State guys, bro.
Yo.
What is going on, bro? Who drives from New York? They need to be fired. I swear.
With a big market like that, I mean,
Wichita
they could use some like good scouting.
Where
As soon as you can pick somebody better.
Everything.
Jesus
They need good stuff.
What is Wichita? Can someone please?
That's the name of a school.
Name of a school.
Well, yeah, but where? Like,
I don't know.
Honestly, I do not know.
I can't tell you. I can't tell you what Wichita college is.
It's in Kansas.
Is it?
Yeah.
That makes
Oh,
sense.
now we know. Now we
is it in Arkansas?
Learn something new every day.
Arkansas. I'm dead. All right, man. But besides tanking, because that was the original topic we were talking about. They also changed the resting rules. So apparently, for high profile games, I don't know if it's just stars, but you can't rest your players. Or well, you can, but they're gonna have a fine of at least 100,000, which I don't think really is that much after like the contracts these guys are getting. So, what do y'all think about that new rule? Is it gonna help anything, or?
I think it will.
I just heard about it.
Maybe.
I mean, honestly, it helps for what the problem was. People complaining they didn't get to see the stars play, even though a lot of it was people going to the game live and not being able to see the stars play. That has nothing to do with national televised games. Those are just games in general. So I don't think it's gonna help. People are still going to complain, but it's a step in the right direction at least.
Now we're just gonna see people complaining about injuries. They got leg cramps.
Yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be a very injury-riddled season, even though there's not gonna be a lot of injuries. It's just gonna be like they're just trying to rest players.
I feel like it really shouldn't be fined if it's like a home game, really, because like there's like 41 home games in a year. If you're gonna rest somebody like LeBron at a home game, I have no problem with that, unless it's like prime time.
Yeah.
You said by big profile
away
games,
games, I understand the rule.
Like Fox Sports games.
It's like
a
nationally televised.
Yeah, like ABC.
I can understand that then because it's more like the companies like the channels that pay for these games. Yeah, they want those good ratings and
honestly, I'd rather have them do like he said with the let them rest on home games because you play 40. What is it? 41 home games a year. You can rest those games. Like don't rest away games. That's not fair to like actual families and kids that's coming to watch the game.
Yeah.
That's not fair to them. That was the whole problem last year. A lot of people not being able to see their favorite stars play.
Yeah, LeBron against Memphis.
Yeah, so don't rest on away games. But even
go to Memphis games.
Chill.
Yeah,
do people really watch the Grizzlies play though? Like,
I do.
Is that like fun?
I mean, Marcus Gasol's a beast, so yeah.
They play a good team ball, but
he's a
really
statistical beast. I don't know about he's an eye candy beast.
I mean, I'll watch some of his highlights.
He's an eye candy. Wow. You're so good.
All I'm saying is,
they're really slow pace.
He makes
nobody
they take their time to get
Marcus
baskets.
Gasol.
But I like their style. I like it.
Or the Pistons.
But I respect it.
Pistons?
Or the Raptors. No one on those teams can guard Marcus Gasol. So
Jonas?
Pretty much of a beat. Jonas would get murdered by Marcus Gasol. That's not even fair. Murdered, yes. Murdered.
Let me look at these head-to-head stats.
Jonas has no defense. Murdered.
Trying to find a way.
Let me look at these stats.
No, Bezos, no.
He's got to look at those stats, and he's not even about to. He's not going to say anything else after that.
Too. Y'all hear about Kanye West calling Mike Conley in the middle of the night, telling him he's his favorite player in the NBA?
That's kind of sweet.
That's cute. That's pretty cute.
That's cute. That's cute.
That's cute.
But really though, like out of all the players, Kanye West
Conley
would call Mike Conley.
Like, Mike Conley was all
That's what I was saying.
Like Mike Conley, I get it, bro. Like you're really known in like the basketball circles, but like Kanye, I wouldn't expect that.
He was like,
then again, it is Kanye, so what can you really expect?
But like the fact that he called him in the middle of the night and really like freaking
that is something Kanye would do. That sounds like something Kanye would do.
Well, now Kanye, no.
Yeah, fair enough. Makes sense.
All right, let me look at these head-to-head stats. Okay, yeah, okay, he got destroyed. Okay, let's move forward.
Destroyed.
Let's move forward. Let's move forward. All right, 9 points for Jonas Valanciunas, head-to-head. Okay.
9 points.
Right.
He got fucking fucked in the ass. He got the bum raped.
While Gasol averaged 27, 4, and 2. Yeah.
Bro, he has
and the last game, Gasol dropped 42 on his ass.
Oh my
that's career high.
42.
Career high.
While Jonas had 6 points.
Just put that
42.
Oh my God.
Jonas, Sunday, defend Jonas, bro.
He put him 6 feet under.
There's no explanation.
He didn't have an off night or anything?
No,
He only took 3 shots. Like
3 shots.
That's all Marcus Gasol let him
He's
get.
trash because Marcus Gasol was tearing him up. He ain't want to
how
shoot.
did he have 5 turnovers? Jonas, you're trash.
Marcus Gasol got D.
As a big man,
He got defense.
He had 5 turnovers.
Oh, man.
Okay, no, 3 turnovers, 5 fouls. Jonas, you're
5 fouls.
Because he can't guard him. You got to foul him, bro.
Okay,
Wait,
Dom,
did,
you
how
win
many
this battle.
blocks?
You win
How many
blocks.
blocks?
Jonas, he had 1.
0.
Okay, yeah,
0.9.
0.9. All right, man. Jesus.
Valanciunas
Nice.
is awful at defense. He
Oh
cannot
my
defend anything.
goodness.
Okay, so the biggest news of this week, at least in my opinion, Russell Westbrook signed a mega deal, 5-year, $200 million contract, something like that. That's just insane, man. So 2 days ago, our good old friend Young Mustard made a video and said that this is Russell Westbrook's worst decision of his basketball career.
Jesus Christ.
What do y'all think, man? Is this the worst decision?
I definitely don't think so.
That is the most mustard thing to say. Just
Right? Only Mustard could come up with some idiotic way to down Russell Westbrook signing a contract extension
yo, chill out. Don't
with
be
the
talking shit
Thunder.
about my boy
No.
Mustard. Don't be talking shit
Okay.
about
Because he's a Westbrook hater. He had this coming. Mustard, you're dumb. You lose your basketball talking card.
I didn't agree with the video, but right
Matter of
now
fact,
I'm gonna have to.
As we speaking, I'm
It
going to
wasn't
your
that
channel and I'm disliking your video. You just gotta.
I'm going to it and liking it just to counteract your dislike.
Just to put that into perspective, Michael Jordan in his rookie season made $550,000. Russell Westbrook per game. Russell Westbrook per game in the final year of his contract will be making $568,292 a game.
Is he better than Jordan?
Yeah, because he's better, bro. Yeah, definitely.
What?
No argument.
No, dog.
Hey, it's Sunday. Who
let me
averaged a
stop,
triple double?
let me stop.
Who averaged a triple
Thank
double?
you. Thank you.
Times have changed. Oh my goodness.
Triple double.
Bro, he averaged a triple double. Let me stop.
Those triple doubles are worth $500K a game. If he's
Yeah,
gonna do
bro.
it every game.
Definitely.
If he's gonna do it every
You
game.
breaking records?
Chill.
That's something to watch every game, Sunday. Come on, bro.
I love watching him work.
You should love watching DeMar Brick in the playoffs.
Oh, he got you there. He got you there.
I'm
I love
joking.
watching that.
He's not.
I love watching that.
And but do y'all think, like, in terms of basketball wise, not even looking at the contract, was this a good move for Westbrook?
I think it's a good move.
Yeah.
I mean, the Thunder just showed them that
signing a
guaranteed money.
$200 million contract in L. I mean,
To me, it isn't.
I mean, for Blake Griffin.
And where else was he gonna go? Like, where else was he gonna go?
Yeah, like
The
where
Warriors.
could you?
because
Realistically, where
Mustard,
could you see
Mustard's
Westbrook?
logic was basically because Paul George is gonna leave if they don't beat the Warriors, and Melo's
think
like,
Paul George's
Melo.
gonna
That's not true at all.
That's not necessarily true.
That's
what
not
I'm
the only
saying.
reason.
That's what I'm saying.
Paul George's reasoning for wanting to leave Indiana wasn't because they couldn't beat the damn Cavaliers.
Exactly.
It's because he wanted to be on a better team. He wanted to do something different. He just wanted some changes. Thank you.
Yeah.
They weren't doing nothing for him, but shipping Lance Stevenson away and bringing him back.
Someone outside.
Like,
Their definition of building a championship
Just go
around
for
Paul George was
Yeah.
bringing in Jeff Teague and what's that?
Al Jefferson.
Yeah, Al Jefferson.
Like, that's all they
Oh,
did
you
for
trying
Paul
to tell me
George,
that-
bro.
You trying to tell me that Pacers team last year wasn't a championship contender. You guys are
No, that's crazy. Like people, like I don't get why people don't think that Paul George and Carmelo can say, well, instead of going somewhere else and try to start over, why not build something here? Carmelo's he's at the down end of his career. He might as well finish it off in Oklahoma. And Paul George could definitely give another 2 or 3 years trying to beat the Warriors until their run is over. Then he can leave if he wants. I mean, it doesn't have to be just this offseason where everybody leaves. They can wait.
Doesn't Melo have a play option? And if Melo has a play option, I'm sure he's going to take it because I don't know if he's getting that soon.
And even with Paul George going to LA, like, do y'all think he'd wait for LeBron to go first before he goes?
I don't think
is LeBron even going at this point?
I think that's
exactly
overhyped right now. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Go there? Why?
Exactly. So if he's waiting for LeBron to go to LA and LeBron never goes to LA, then he's staying in OKC. I mean,
but is it about LeBron going or is it just about him wanting to play in LA?
Yeah, because I think at this point, those finals losses hurt his legacy more than like actually making it there.
Think he's just giving up on getting to the finals? Then that's why he's going to LA.
Maybe
he's just gonna collect his money. You think that's what it is? He's gonna get his money.
I mean, if he can get Paul George to come there, and if he sees promise in Lonzo and shit like that.
But even then, that's like not beating the Warriors.
Yeah, that's true. I think in terms of like, because LeBron is a smart person, right? And I think in terms of the best thing for his career, not just like basketball career, in terms of the best thing for his career, going to LA would probably be the best thing for his career.
Yeah.
So, and I think
even with that, like, he's so global and he's so big. Pause. But like, does he?
There's no going back on that. There's no going back.
Does he even?
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Does he even need to go to LA? Because he's already he's made one of the biggest brands in the world in Cleveland.
No, I don't think he does.
But I think like because he has stuff that like outside of basketball, he has stuff that is like based in LA. Like he have something to do with, like a filming company? I don't know, something like that. Like that's all based in LA, and obviously
But I don't think he's cared about that when he's playing.
I mean, again, him going to LA,
like, in terms of for the best thing for his career outside of basketball, like
LeBron going to LA with me, he's
retires though.
But see, no, LeBron going to LA with me, he's not focused on winning. He's focused on himself. And the best move for himself will be going to LA just for business moves in general. Exactly. Yes, he makes a lot of money, but going to LA will make you more money.
But is he doing that in the regular season?
But that's my point. If he goes to LA, it's because he doesn't care about winning no more. He's going to mellow.
Exactly. The move's going to be looked at as LeBron is entering the final stages of his career. He's thinking about life after basketball now.
Yeah. Can I ask a question though, real quick? Though, like with that, like whole if he goes to LA, he's not. Okay, let's say he leaves Cleveland, right? But he doesn't go to LA. What team can you see LeBron going to where they don't have to completely change their whole team that can compete with the Warriors, like instantly?
A team without a point guard.
Spurs.
The Spurs. Mm-hmm. And you think if LeBron went onto that Spurs team, like just right now, like they would beat the Warriors?
Yes.
It would be really close.
Yeah, LeBron and Kawhi Leonard.
I would give them a better chance than the Thunder.
Kawhi,
that's fair enough. Like, I just want to know.
Listen, there's only two players that can single-handedly keep up with the Warriors by themselves. That's Kawhi and LeBron. And if you put them on the same team, they're beating the Warriors.
And then you got Pop as the coach. Yeah.
Pop's the coach.
Listen, you're saying it like it's objective, like it's a fact. Like it's not a fact.
I mean, I believe it. So.
I mean, even if Kawhi wasn't injured, like, were they really gonna?
I don't know.
They were gonna win some games.
They would have won 5 or 6.
One game.
I don't know. It depends. Listen, the bad part about that is you don't know how the Warriors would have reacted to that game. You don't know how the Warriors would have handled the
defense.
You don't know. You don't know what adjustment
they would have made the adjustment.
They didn't make the adjustment against LeBron.
That's the one thing that. No,
but
that's
they
the
did.
One thing
they beat them in
finals. They lost that one game to Cleveland. They came back, blew them out.
I mean, but that loss to Cleveland was different than that loss to the
or would be lost. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, like
I don't know. I feel like they would have just came back and blew them out.
I just feel like if the Spurs would have got that game and they had Kawhi, they would have had momentum on their side. They would have had the confidence to know that they can beat the Warriors.
But then again,
That's all a lot of players need. They just need that for sure factor. They just need confidence. Confidence is the key in half these situations. If you have a great team, if you're beating the Warriors at their own game and that's being a great team, like why not? Why would it be so far-fetched to think they could beat the Warriors?
But then again, like because it's the playoffs, right? I can't specifically remember that game, like remember that game, how the game was being played. But I'm assuming it was just like the Spurs were playing good basketball and the Warriors were not able to keep up, right?
Kawhi was just destroying.
Yeah, it was.
And I think after that game, right? Regardless, after that game, like there was clearly a problem with the Warriors, and they can adjust. Like I just feel like. I think those Spurs would have won games, but I don't
think it was a problem with the Warriors though, because it was like literally as soon as Kawhi Leonard went
out,
it wasn't the Warriors were clicking.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing that the Warriors were doing wrong. It was the fact that Kawhi was on the court. Like with Kawhi on the court,
that testifies to his greatness.
The defense.
Well, yeah, which is why I say if you put Kawhi and LeBron on the same team, that team's beating the Warriors.
It's not that guaranteed. It's not that guaranteed.
Listen, LeBron James in the finals. Every game that he was when he's in the game, they're competing with the Warriors. When Kawhi Leonard is in the game, they're competing with the Warriors. If you have both those guys on the same team, I just firmly believe that can beat the Warriors. If you have two guys single-handedly keeping up with the Warriors, why could they not beat them together? It shows. Both of them, as soon as they get off the court, the Warriors begin to win against their team. Come on.
But are they playing all 48 minutes, even if they do? Like we've seen what happened.
Well, no, but you can rotate them out. But think of it like this: you can rotate them out. They don't have to play at the same exact time.
Just like in OKC, either Durant or Westbrook always on the court.
Exactly. So one player, so you get whoever's going, they stay on the court. The other comes off. Then you rotate at the top of the court.
There's gonna be a lot of load on LeBron, like a 35-year-old LeBron.
Is it?
James.
I mean, is that more of a load than he's already had in the playoffs against the Warriors?
But like we think about this whole matchup as if they're healthy. Are they gonna be healthy if they're playing like this?
That's what I've been saying.
Regardless of them being healthy, as long as LeBron and Kawhi are healthy, they're good.
I know that's the problem. Are they gonna be healthy if they're playing like this?
Any time now.
But to be honest, you have to Kawhi's gonna be going through his best years.
I mean, are you gonna wait till he does?
Declining.
Yeah, low key. That's what I did with Kobe. Kobe looked pretty unstoppable until he got hurt. Like.
That is true.
You never know when a player's going to get hurt, so you only can go by what they've shown you. Now, if a player's showing you a history of them getting injured, then you can assume they're going to get injured. But if a player hasn't shown you a reason that they will get injured, or you're just going to say, "Oh, well, because he's old, he's got to get hurt eventually," you're just waiting for him to get hurt. That's you shouldn't be doing that.
But at least with the old thing though, like you can maybe let's not bring in hurt, but the fact that there is a decline, like you can't expect like I don't think LeBron's dropping off anytime soon, but you can't expect LeBron to be LeBron that he is now.
I mean, if he's with Kawhi Leonard, you wouldn't have to be like
it wouldn't be that much.
That's what I'm saying, because like Kawhi would be in his prime, like playing his best years, so like it would balance out. But at the same time,
I don't know. Kawhi in prime now?
LeBron to San Antonio,
like he would
25 right now.
Yeah, he's not even in his prime yet.
I just want to see LeBron in the actual system, how that'll work out. There's gonna be chemistry issues or something.
Yeah, can you put LeBron in the actual system?
27.
I think the only way LeBron can be in the actual system is when he's on the down end of his career, honestly.
So
I don't think
35.
I mean, he's still pretty goddamn great, ain't he? Yeah, he's like I thought he was 32 or 33.
32 right now.
32.
Yeah.
Shit, my bad, Bron. My bad, Bron.
Yeah, he turns 33 in like 2 months.
My bad, Bron. Shit.
And hell, he's in pretty good shape to be 33?
Yeah. Hey, but going back to Westbrook though. Going back to Westbrook. I don't even know why Mustard said that. Jesus Christ. It's not the worst decision of his life. Like I get it cuz he also said like now we're bashing Melo for taking the money and being loyal.
Situation.
Exactly.
The Knicks didn't have anyone when Melo took the money.
Cuz the Knicks have not shown that they can actually build like a championship team around Melo, except for that 1 year.
That 1 year they had like Stoudemire.
Was that really a championship team?
They made it to the finals, had a 3-1 lead on the Warriors. They lost KD and got Paul George and Melo the season after. And the season when he didn't, he won the MVP. So
exactly. So like he's actually like been quite fortunate. His like as much as you look at his situation and think, wow, he's been incredibly fortunate.
Yeah.
So I once again, like, Russ has no excuse.
Yeah. Like I get it. I get it. Like no free agents want to come to Oklahoma.
I'll
City.
just say this. I think this means I don't think Westbrook will ever win a ring. Now making this decision because I don't see the Thunder ever getting past the Warriors.
Does it have to be the Warriors?
No, well, that's the way I see it. Until I see something happen to the Warriors, like I have them winning the finals every year, unless Boston does something. But that's another conversation.
Wait,
But
so
then
when
again,
when you say you can't see Russell Westbrook winning the ring, do you mean as a number one option, or as like the first one or two options on the team, or in general?
In general, because
That's
I already think Westbrook can't win a ring as the number one option. I've already been.
So what's
That's
stopping
already-
him from going on a championship contending team and playing a role when he gets older?
Well,
and getting a ring?
he is on a 5-year contract though.
Yeah.
So after this 5-year contract, if nothing happens in OKC, what's stopping him going to the next contender dynasty and coming off their bench, like David West, if he wants a ring?
No,
What's
he
stopping
can.
him?
He can. But there's a difference between winning as a second option and winning as the number one guy.
That's why I asked, like, did you think as a second option or in general? And he said in general. That's what I'm asking, like, what's stopping him from doing that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you could just say, oh, this guy can't, he's never going to win a ring now because too many players can just go on a championship contender team and win a ring.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure when Melo feels like it's his time, if he sees that if he's not on a contender team, he's going to a contender team to win the ring. I'm pretty much positive he is. No one wants to be that. KD did it. No one wants to be the guy who didn't win a ring. No one wants to be the next Charles Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not that bad if you're making $200 million. You know what I mean?
But still, even Charles Barkley tried
it's just a pride thing, like.
Yeah.
I think even Charles Barkley tried the ring chase. Karl Malone tried the ring chase. Like, the greatest players who never win rings, they ring chase. Like, they still did it. So I wouldn't say, oh, he's never going to win a ring. It's just, you said who?
My man T-Mac ring chase.
He definitely tried it.
He tried. He thought.
Didn't he get like hella closer? Wasn't he on like a Spurs team?
If not for that Ray Allen shot, he had.
Wait, who?
Yeah, he can blame Ray Allen
on like a Spurs team, and then like
the shot where Ray Allen,
Ray Allen took his ring.
That one shot might be the most significant shot in NBA history. Like I know it like
it's definitely up there.
Yeah, I know it didn't like save LeBron's legacy.
It
changes a lot. It changes a lot.
LeBron put him in the. He put that team in the spot to do it. No, this is
he did.
This is for the people listening who's going to go in the comment section after the video or right now in the chat and say that, oh no, Ray Allen saved his career. LeBron put the team in the situation to beat for Ray Allen.
Did he go on a 16-0 run
by himself? Yeah. Yes, he pulled the Kyle Kuzma.
But it doesn't matter because Ray Allen made the shot.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because Ray Allen made the shot. You're right.
I'm just saying, like, it changes a lot of NBA history. For one shot, I think that changes a lot.
I mean, a lot of things have been changed by one shot.
But like compared to the others, I think that one tops it.
Yeah, very true.
Like, let's see, Duncan would have been 6-0.
Duncan would have been 6-0. LeBron would have been 1-3.
I mean,
1-3.
If he didn't hit that shot, Duncan 6-0. Is Duncan better than Jordan?
No.
I mean, low key.
I don't know.
6-0 in the finals,
but
bro.
one shot really that big? Like
whoa,
between 5 and 1? Between 5 and 1?
Nah, bro, it's not 6-0, Bezos.
Do we talk about Duncan versus MJ or MJ versus LeBron?
No one even brought up MJ. I thought you were talking about Duncan versus MJ if he was 6-0. Why did you bring LeBron? You see that? People, anytime you bring up Jordan, people just throw LeBron name in there just to save it, just to save the argument. No, why is LeBron even being brought up, bro?
Are you serious? That's what we're talking about every day now.
I know we said don't bring up LeBron, but I've been thinking about it, man. If y'all follow me on Twitter, is LeBron even better than Bird? Low key.
Oh my God!
Chill
out. This man
even as a stuff.
Low key. Tell me why he isn't
coming back from 3-1.
Because he isn't.
I don't even think that's why he's better than Larry Bird.
No. That's my opinion.
Who's a better scorer?
Larry Bird, obviously.
Larry Bird's better scorer.
Who's a better rebounder?
Larry Bird.
Because I have to wake up in 5 hours for school. Fuck my life.
You know what, B-So? NBA Playgrounds. Go for it.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Go do that.
Mate. No, maybe.
Don't do it.
No, please.
You're the one with the question mark. You go for it.
Hey, maybe I will. Maybe
You said NBA Playgrounds?
Head ass.
He said playground.
Playground.
This man been playing 2K.
I thought you meant Battlegrounds.
Sound like
I'm like, wait, what?
you made it sound like 10 times more lame.
Alright, we about to do the Q&A pretty soon. This week is.
Hey, watch out for that next the Battleground video though. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of videos, y'all should go check out all of our channels.
That's a fact.
Since we're on the topic.
I don't have a channel.
Oh.
Slendy, make a channel and then tell them to go check it out.
I have a channel.
I don't upload. I don't plan on.
So go steal videos.
Yo, low key, I'm gonna start making more videos and just look at B-Soul's videos from 2015 and you'll be able to match it up like perfectly.
Oh wow.
All of his shit. I'm not even joking as well.
You're gonna go steal all B-Soul's old videos.
Damn. Alright, let's go ahead and do this Q&A. Before we do the Q&A, what do y'all think about the games last night?
Last night?
Lakers AC.
That made Kyle's Kuzma look good.
Yeah,
Lakers AC called it down, bro.
Can we talk about the Nuggets Warriors, please? I don't want to talk about the Lakers game.
I think there's.
Hey, Paul Millsap, MVP.
Millie Rock.
Paul Millsap.
He was looking like a sharpshooter. He was looking like a
Nah,
sharpshooter.
F that. Anybody seen Taj Gibson hitting threes? What is the NBA?
I saw that.
But he's wearing like the most
it's a new
irrelevant
league.
number.
It's a new league.
He's wearing like
It's a
67.
new day. It's a new light.
We gotta add a 4-point line.
Jesus Christ, Anthony Bennett, what are you doing?
4-point line.
Damn. All right.
You already know Curry's gonna be the first one to try that.
Hey, 2K already
definitely
did it.
Nick Young.
Nick. Oh wait, no, J.R. Smith.
Yeah, Smith or Nick
Oh,
Young.
that'd be hilarious.
Half court. Andre Drummond's half court shots.
Oh, facts.
Low key.
Jeez. All right,
Probably
let's
the
go
best half
ahead.
court.
Oh, who is this?
Curry
Big
range.
Vooch.
There's Curry range.
Big Vooch.
Big Vooch. Big Vooch is in the general. Let's go ahead, bring him in for a question,
Oh,
man.
you Big Vooch.
Pause.
What's up, Big Vooch?
What's good, Big Vooch? What's good, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Can
What
y'all
up?
hear?
What
Can y'all
up?
hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Vooch, we hear you, bro.
Speak
All
up,
right.
Big Vooch.
Well, first of all, Levin, that intro was legendary.
Thank you.
Anyway, bro, I'm just wondering, random question, right? If Blake Griffin, somehow had known that Melo and them were gonna go, do you think he would have went home? You know?
I don't think Melo goes if Blake's there.
Well, because there's that whole
the
thing
contract.
is he gonna go to
That contract's
OKC
too
and
big
everything,
for him.
you know?
Yeah, I don't think they could afford that.
No, that's true, but he wouldn't have been eligible for the Supermax because it wasn't his drafted team.
Very true. So they wouldn't have signed him to the $200 million deal. That's
I
right.
still just don't think they get Melo because
Yeah, they wouldn't get Melo.
Melo.
Yeah, no, that's true. But who do you think makes that bigger impact though, Melo or Griffin?
Melo.
It depends on.
I'd say Blake.
It depends on.
I'd say Blake.
Melo.
Well, yeah. How many
Dom, you
games
saying
is
Melo?
How healthy?
I'm saying, listen. I'm so much of a Westbrook fan. It is legit suppressing the hate for Melo right now. I'm saying Melo. I won't.
Even without the hate,
Wait,
is
Dom,
Melo
Dom,
better
I have
than
a
Blake?
question.
Even for Westbrook?
How much do you think Melo's gonna average this year?
How much? 20.
20.
21.
20.
20.
I had 18, but
I mean 21. I'll give him
I'm
21.
seeing 20. I'm seeing all three actually averaging 20.
Yeah, all
But,
three.
I'm saying
Westbrook would be
I don't
20,
know.
7,
I gotta see.
I
those
honestly
guys
think
play,
Paul
you
George
know,
is going to lead that team
before
in scoring. I don't think Westbrook is going to be the first
I would
option.
love
to
to
score.
see that.
I think
What- yeah.
I really think Westbrook is going to take a step back from scoring to be a playmaker. I don't know why. I just got that feeling. I think he's going to take it upon himself to playmake for that team because he has people to pass the ball to.
Look, man, he
But,
can play
that's
make,
what
just
I'm
don't turn the ball over.
Oh man,
That's all
Break
it is,
the-
man. It's the turnovers, man.
with that many turnovers, they're not gonna be sharing the ball enough. I don't know. I got doubts.
Westbrook's gonna be the primary. Ball
If the plan is just ISO like it was in 2016, and you got three top 20
I
ISO
don't see
players.
Melo's
I think
game
it's pretty
changing
good.
that much.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't beat the Warriors with ISO ball. That's what the Cavs were doing this past year.
I mean,
I feel like.
I kind of. If it wasn't for KD shot, it would have been 2-2.
Well, or for Corver missing.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well. Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you for your question, man.
All right.
Big
Thanks, bro.
Vooch.
We should bring in Jay Smooth.
Bring in Lowry to go. He's been asking, man. What's good, bro? Oh, word.
I think he's fixing.
Word.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay, let's bring someone else in. Let's bring in Jay Smooth. He's like a regular in the Q&A now. What's good, bro?
He's cucks, man.
What?
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 Whoa.
Oh, I didn't. Bro,
Head ass.
Exposed.
Whoa.
Head ass.
Okay. Hey, Smooth, man, what you got for us?
Okay,
today?
so I'm just telling y'all, bro. I got two things to say, right? So I heard about that Valanciunas and
Get to say one, so pick one.
And Marco Goat, right?
The stats back it up.
So I heard about him, right? So
right.
Okay.
Your point?
Okay.
First of all,
word.
Nick, what's his name? Valanciunas is trash.
We established that.
And it's just like Enes Kanter. You guys need to get rid of him.
Okay. Kanter, I never liked him.
And then so for the Thunder, right? I just finished watching the blue and white scrimmage.
Word.
Melo was diamond PG up. They were playing great together. Mm-hmm. I mean, this was beautiful, bro.
Shoot around.
I think.
Word.
I think Melo is going to average 22.
Oh no.
Okay. Let him.
He averaged 22 last year.
6.
Okay. Assists.
4? 6 and 4. Yes.
4 assists?
Nah.
6 boards and 4 assists.
You bugging.
Alright, next question.
Okay, let him talk.
Alright, fine.
The way you attack him,
an explanation for that?
And then the amount of scores he has on his team, it looks really nice. We still give him ISOs a little, but like the way he was playing in that scrimmage was really beautiful, bro.
The way he was playing in that scrimmage.
He had about like 9 assists, bro. He had about 9 assists
against the Thunder's bench. Okay.
The Thunder's bench.
Listen. Don't get me wrong.
PG leading us in scoring is not a bad. Is not far fetched.
Don't worry, they have a.
That's possible. I think PG can average 26.
Damn possible. That's very likely.
I think PG's gonna average 26, and Russ is gonna average like 23 or 24.
26.
I think he can, bro.
If he's averaging 26, I'm giving him.
How many assists and how many turnovers for Russ though, Jay Smooth?
Okay.
Of course you did.
Notice how he didn't say rebound. Notice it.
I don't even care about the rebounds.
Russ will average 24.
Assists?
Low key? Okay.
24, 7, and 11.
What's the 11? What's the 11?
You got it. You got it. 11. I like that.
You said 11 assists? You said 11 assists?
Okay. He's going to average about 3 turnovers.
11 assists and 3 turnovers?
Yeah, I think you can up that to 4 or 5.
Bro, you don't think he averaged 3 turnovers in his career?
With that usage, look, man, it's either gonna be 8 assists and 4 turnovers, or 11 assists and 6 turnovers.
Bro, but his usage rate isn't gonna be as high though.
Bro, look how much he averaged when KD was there.
4.
Look how many turnovers he averaged when KD is there.
4.
He averaged like 11 and 3.
4.
11 assists. You never averaged 11 assists, KD.
11 or 10, whatever.
I'm gonna look this
up.
He averaged 10 assists one time with Kevin Durant. Once.
But he can do it, can he?
Bro, he's averaged 4 turnovers his whole career except for 2013, man. Come on, bro.
Bro, you rounding them up. That's why, bro.
No, his career average is 3.9.
Yeah, you rounded
that's
up.
4 assists.
That's 3.
I'm about to say I'll give him this nigga right here. I'm about to say I'll give him 12 assists. I was thinking
That's possible.
Think about it like this: how much did he average last year? He averaged 10 assists with Andre Robles on the
court. I'm just saying he's not gonna have the ball.
Yeah, he's not gonna have the ball.
But then you got to take into account the usage rate.
Especially, bro, we're gonna have Roberson. We're gonna have Roberson. Come on. Bro.
I don't think his use rate. His use rate has to be that high to have 12 assists.
You're getting an assist off Roberson.
Yes, I
think he worked on the shot.
He better. That's the only. Damn,
bro. I haven't seen a lot of scrimmages my Pistons play, and people can shoot, and then I get hyped. The season comes, they still can't shoot. So.
Hey, Andre Drummond shooting 3, so
that back fadeaway
shooting 3.
Oh, I'm excited.
I done watched Andre Drummond like 20 free.
And he'll be in the 2-point contest.
Drummond range, so.
Point Drummond, bro. Watch him take the ball off the floor.
I've heard Marcus Smart say he's improving his jump shot.
Marcus Smart lost 25 pounds. It's possible,
bro.
What? Knicks with his jump shot?
What does his weight have to do with his jump shot?
His weight has a lot to do. He can elevate higher. He can elevate higher. And his back will hurt less.
Bro.
My back.
What does that have to do with his jump shot?
He's shooting a J. My back.
What is this, 2K?
Trust me, bro.
All right, man. Is that your own? Do you have another question, bro? We're trying to bring in more people.
So, how y'all think
Oh my God.
Dion Waiters will do this season?
Hey, that man about to ball out. 25 points, 8 rebounds.
Most improved
player. Ion Vaders? Ion Vaders?
Dion Waiters, most improved player of the year.
Ion Vaders? Ion Vaders?
25, 5 and 5.
Half the dub, no D? Ion Vaders.
He's clamped. What you mean?
He gets clamped. Let me tell him.
Oh, speaking of clamps, y'all hear how good Joakim Noah is supposed to be?
Hey, bro, with that jump, oh my God.
No, the Knicks head coach came out today saying he's shocked at how good.
Worthy.
Wait, what the Knicks coach say?
He's like, I'm shocked at how good Joakim Noah looks.
You better be shocked. Damn.
He does look a little
Probably
better.
Shocked on that contract.
Hey, bro, he does look a little better.
A little bit.
He doesn't look so bad. He got skinnier and more muscular.
He could call me, bro.
Like, all he has to do is stop being...
You've taken the time out your day to actually look at Joakim Noah?
I know. I follow this dude. You know,
Jay Smooth.
He's so
Your time's
trash.
up, bro. Your time is up.
Bro, hold on.
No,
move him.
Right, let's get on.
Bring that Lowry guy back.
Yeah, he's been asking. He's been asking.
All right, what's up, Lowry? What's up?
Oh wow, you would be the first to talk to at us.
Wow. Okay. I'm just trying to be a friendly person.
Oh, you got it, bro. You got it. Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Person.
Lowry, are you here, bro?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah. Oh,
Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah.
We can hear you, bro. What's good?
We can hear the pod in the background too. Just to let you know.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You can ask a question, bro.
Yo, I have something to say. Yo, you guys put respect in Kyle Lowry's name, all right?
No, thank you.
Nigga, that's what you wanted to tell us?
No, I have an actual question. The question is, what's your favorite?
You're way too excited right now, bro.
Yeah. What's your favorite 3-point shooting big man?
What kind of
shooting big man?
Hassan Whiteside. There you go.
What?
Whiteside.
Thank you for your question. We're gonna move you back.
Shaq is really good.
What kind of question? What's your favorite 3-point shooting big man?
No.
No, seriously though.
All-Star game.
No, chill
I
out.
would probably say
Andrew Bynum?
Who else? Step X Splash.
I'll say Marc Gasol.
Al Horford.
Mark or Dirk.
Dirk. I'm taking.
Brooke Lopez is pretty.
Are we talking about best or just favorite?
He said favorite.
Oh, favorite. Favorite probably Marc Gasol. Best probably Brooke Lopez.
I don't really.
Yeah,
have
bro
one.
got a shot. That's not something I really think about a lot.
Yeah, I've never really thought about these instances. You know what I mean?
Oh wait, did we forget about Thon Maker? Thon
Maker.
Did we forget about Thon Maker?
Yeah, but he's a nice 3-point shooter.
Let's bring in Step Back Splash in here.
Step Back Splash.
Alright, it was good.
Step Back Splash.
Yo, what's up?
What's your question, bro?
Man, my question is, why are we sleeping on the Eastern Conference?
Oh my goodness.
That's facts. That is facts.
Why are we sleeping on the Eastern Conference? Like the Cleveland Cavaliers can just walk.
Look, the West is definitely stronger.
I understand.
But the East ain't
West
weak.
is stronger.
Yeah,
exactly. The East ain't weak. To be honest, you got the Celtics, and they just got stacked up.
That's like saying the '60s is the weakest conference, but it's not a weak. I mean, a weak era, but it's not a weak era.
Weakest conference?
Yeah.
No, the '60s. The '60s is the weakest era, but it's not a weak era. You know?
Yeah, it's not a weak era. Like the Eastern Conference isn't weak, but it's weaker than the West. But
that doesn't.
What I'm trying to say,
the best team in the East.
It's kind of weak.
Nah, man, compared to the West.
I mean, look, the teams that lost stars. Like, let's be real.
Facts.
That's what makes
who lost stars? The Pacers,
Indiana,
the Knicks,
and
the Bulls. Like those guys aren't really gonna change the landscape of the East.
So the teams that were either middle pack or that were high seeds in the playoffs, what did they do to make their teams better, other than the Cavs and the Celtics?
Giannis is Giannis.
Giannis is gonna take off
but they didn't do anything.
I think the Wizards are gonna be more consistent.
Do?
I mean, they improve internally.
You think that?
And I can make the argument that Miami's gonna come up. They're gonna be at least 4-2 seed.
I think most of these guys is just getting one season, like fully knowing their whatchamacallit, like the role.
And Cleveland isn't even all that good. They just got a bunch of
like these teams have
I've been hearing you
now.
all day talk about how Cleveland isn't that good.
It's really not.
Two teams in the East that's gonna give them problems.
I can't lie on this one.
They're beatable. In the East, they're beatable. They're beatable.
They got depth.
They're beatable.
Exactly.
By who? Other than the Bucks.
Who is beating them in a 7-game series?
The Celtics are not beating the Cavs.
What are you talking about? Miami might beat them too.
Hayward and Miami are not enough to get through the Cavaliers.
Miami could beat them too.
Step back. Who honestly though, step back. All bullshit aside, who is beating the Cavs in a 7-game series?
I'm serious. Celtics and Washington and Milwaukee.
Nigga,
not Washington.
Not Washington, but we gonna sleep on John Wall. We gonna sleep on John Wall.
We gonna sleep on
We gonna sleep on John Wall.
Mr. 20 a game?
Coleman and John Wall had to put up.
Man, we really gonna sleep on John Wall.
No one's sleeping on John Wall.
We're not sleeping.
He's right where he should be.
What are you talking about? He's top 3 point guard in the league.
But he's not good.
No, he's not top 3 point guard in the league.
Yes, he is, bro.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
No.
It's Curry, Westbrook, and then Wall. Come on now.
Yeah.
Who's 3?
Curry, Westbrook, and then Wall.
Dom, who's 3?
I gotta look. I gotta look at the list.
Oh my god. It's Harden. It's Harden, bro.
Well, yeah, I can say Harden.
Oh no. It's Wall. It's Wall.
Harden's a shooting guard.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So it's Wall.
I mean, low key, I'm still taking CP3 over John Wall.
Oh,
that's just me. That's just me. That's just me.
This guy.
I'm taking CP3 over John Wall.
Man,
that's a you problem, Dom. That's
a me problem. I mean, what's the difference? They not either one of them get to a final. What's the difference?
Man, because
they're not getting to a final.
Dom, come on.
What do you mean, Dom? Come on. You serious?
You could have said Kyrie.
You couldn't have said Kyrie. No,
I couldn't have said Kyrie. Kyrie not top 3.
It's just Wall at 3, bro.
CP3.
I would rather have CP3 than John Wall. Yeah, I'm
barely top 5.
You could have said Ron Baker. You could have said.
I don't even know if he's top 5.
Christ, he said Ron Baker.
How is Chris Paul better? Well, what makes Chris Paul better than John Wall, though?
I just think he's a better pure point guard than John Wall. That's just my thing.
Bro,
he's a better pure point guard.
In what way? In what way?
Because
Wall is low-key a better passer already and a playmaker.
I beg to differ on that one.
Nah, Wall is a way better passer.
Better right now.
Wall's a better. When has Wall ever?
Okay, I want to say ever been.
Maybe I'm late. I'm late.
No.
I don't think
John Wall proved himself last year.
Cool, he proved that he's a good passer, but he's not a better passer than CP3. He's not a better passer.
That's debatable.
That's debatable.
That's debatable.
11 assists.
I mean, yeah, he is averaging 11 assists.
11 assists to 9 assists.
It's looking kind of spooky, fam.
I mean, 4 turnovers to 2, but
man, don't nobody see that.
It's equal.
Don't nobody see that.
Man. Ain't nobody see that. Anyway, like I said, Dom is. I'm taking Chris Paul over John Wall.
For what?
That's just me. Why not?
Why right now or like
Bro.
long term?
Long term, I would take John Wall. Plus, Chris Paul can't even stay healthy.
Any?
Okay.
Wait, did you say any?
Bro, Chris Paul can stay healthy for a 7-game series. Come on now.
And John Wall can't get you to a conference final. So
yes, he can if he had a good team around him. If you put a good team, bro,
that sounds like a John Wall problem.
But has Chris Paul done that? No.
Chris Paul had a pretty good team around.
Chris Paul had a pretty good team.
Didn't Chris Paul have a 3-1 lead?
I never said I'm taking him.
He had it on the Rockets.
I never said I was taking him because he's a better player. I never said I'm taking him better because he makes a team. All I said was he's a better pure point guard. Which he is.
In what way, Dom? In what way is he a better pure point guard?
The fact that he averages 2 less turnovers and 2 less assists.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying. Can you just let me finish? Can you let me finish my point?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just saying, using that logic, the extra 2 turnovers or extra 2 possessions to get the extra 2 assists. Come on, people.
Are we counting this really? Right.
I'm just saying he averages 2 more turnovers, 2 more possessions.
I mean,
bro, Dom, weren't you the one saying that Russell Westbrook deserved MVP over James Harden because he averaged?
Facts.
Ooh.
Huh? I mean, I think Westbrook is a better player than James Harden in general. That's just me. I don't think John Wall is. I don't think Chris Paul is a better player. I don't think Chris Paul is a better player than John Wall. I just think Chris Paul is a better pure point guard.
Even that's debatable, though.
Right.
I mean, it's debatable, but I think he's better. I'm not saying it's not debatable. It's debatable. I just think Chris Paul's a better pure point guard.
Debatable.
So if Chris Paul is barely a better,
I mean, nigga, it's guard. In my preference.
And he's wait. Didn't you say he's a better? Didn't you just say he's a better player though?
I mean, he's a better player.
So why is he not top 3?
Because I'd rather have a pure point guard over John Wall.
But we talking about rankings,
though. I said, I'm confused.
So the best point guard in the league.
No.
We asked you who's the third point guard.
You said who's the third best point guard now? Who you think is who you'd rather have, bro?
I said I would rather have Chris Paul than John Wall. That's what I said.
Man.
You said who I'm taking? Chris Paul.
This guy.
I mean, Chris Paul.
Well, that was a good dime. That was a good dime, Alonzo, and he missed.
Chris Paul is a good point guard, but he's not better than John Wall, point guard wise. Like as a pure point guard.
How old are you? You must be like 13.
No, I'm 18, fam.
Jesus, you can't be 18 disrespecting Chris Paul like that. Talking about John Wall's a better pure point guard. That's
he is.
The day, man. I thought I'd be like 42 when I heard this bull crap.
I mean, I'm not.
I never thought I would hear people legit say John Wall's a better pure point guard.
I'm not disrespecting Chris Paul. I'm just saying John Wall is a way better point guard than him. I'm not.
He's not a way better point guard.
You're not bringing facts to the table.
Facts. You're making it seem like John Wall a bum or something.
I never said he was a bum. You're just taking it that way.
But you're acting
basically,
like
I'm not acting like anything. I'm acting like Chris Paul.
You are acting like it. That's the thing.
I'm not acting like anything. All I said was Chris Paul's a better pure point guard. That's all I'm saying. I didn't say John Wall was trash. De'Aaron Fox is trash.
De'Aaron Fox isn't trash.
De'Aaron Fox is trash. That's me saying somebody's trash.
How is he trash?
Anyway.
Why we going to De'Aaron Fox?
No, because he said I'm making it seem like he's trash. I'm not.
You are
good player. I like John Wall. So because I rather time out. So because I rather will have Chris Paul or John Wall, that automatically makes me say John Wall is trash.
Why would you think
low key?
Maybe you are. I don't know.
No, I'm not. Well, listen. I'm telling you, I don't
know why, but.
Oh my god. Okay, next question. We just off this.
All right, man.
All right, thanks for your question and stuff.
All right, let's go ahead and I think we have one more question. Let's get Scalabrine in here. Last question of the day.
Hey, I'm better appear center than Karl Anthony Towns.
Hey, ask Boogie versus Cat, bro. Just do it.
It's Cat. Let's not go back to this.
Are you here, bro?
I don't think he's...
Oh, what's up?
What up?
What's your question, bro?
Okay, so what do you think Lonzo Ball is gonna average?
15.
8 and 8.
15, 7,
8 and 6.
8. 8 and 8.
Nah, I'll give him 10, 7 and 8.
8 points, 8 assists.
Are those rookie of the year numbers, Dom?
I'll give him 10.
I don't think so. I don't think he's getting rookie of the year.
It's Ben Simmons, probably.
I'll give him 13, 8,
10, 6,
15, 8, and 8.
10, 6, and 8.
15, 8,
10 points.
55.
I think maybe 10. Yeah, 10, 6, 7. I don't know.
I got 8, 8, and 6. I don't think
God.
10 points.
Damn.
I mean,
he's not gonna. You know,
but to be honest, though, like
rookie playmakers don't always get like super high numbers of assists.
No,
yeah. Dom and I was saying earlier, like, let's watch him actually play. But in terms of if you're judging him done, like, it seems like he has all of his playmaking, rebounding and shit down, but like he just can't like, he can't score.
It's gonna be tough for him to score.
That isn't unrealistic.
With that jumper.
Like I wouldn't be disappointed if he did that just because like at the start of last season, Brandon Ingram was shooting really badly, and now he looks like he's improved.
Yeah. We get scorers coming into the league that can't average 10 points.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, just to throw this in, I know it doesn't matter, but according to Hoop Hive, the top 3 point guards going into the season is Steph Curry, Westbrook, and Chris Paul. Who? Exactly in that order, like I said.
Hoop Hive.
Hoop Hive. Yes.
Is that one of those like local companies? Like...
The Beehive? Beyonce head ass?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie.
Hoop Hive. Come on,
typed
bro.
In top point guards of 2017. And that was the first thing that popped up. Hoop Hive.
Typed up in that order.
No, legit. I just typed in top point guards of 2017, and that popped up the first thing, and it was by Hoop Hive.
Okay, they must have paid for an ad on Google.
Just saying. So me and Hoop Hive on the same
wave. My neighbor just messaged me saying too loud.
Why does your neighbor have your number?
You know, because like he's my age and it's like next to me.
Did you just say he's Mexican?
Like, no.
I thought you were gonna say like that's my friend or something.
The Hawks are losing.
Oh, that's a surprise. I'm telling you, man.
People are watching that game.
The Hawks are losing.
As long as it's free, as long as it's a free link, 11, I'd watch.
If it's a free link, I'll watch. Like if I have nothing else to do.
Nah, people wait for that league pass trial that they give at the beginning of the season every year.
All right. But I think that's gonna cover everything for this week. Actually, before we go, we actually have a decent amount of people in here. Let's go ahead and set a goal. If we reach 1,000 followers on SoundCloud in 2 weeks, I'll be giving away 2 HTP shirts. So go ahead.
Someone right here. I'll take one.
Bro, we gotta reach the goal first.
I want to say rest in peace.
I'll throw something else on that. 2 free HTP shirts and a PSN or Xbox gift card.
Ooh.
I'll give away
what?
4 HTP shirts. and
what? Can you do the whole giveaway? Damn.
On NBA 2K18 on any console you want.
And I'll throw in Beasel's YouTube channel.
Oh.
I'll throw in those.
Actually, let's throw in SDCs. He doesn't need it.
He doesn't need it.
What is it in the PSN
gift card? He's fine. He doesn't. He can start.
Yep, PSN gift card. Hey guys, make sure y'all go check out
SDC2K
channel.
Yo, make sure to get those.
This means Zach Lee 2K.
All right,
He's gonna
man.
be a 2K YouTuber.
But let's go ahead and do these closing statements, man. All right, Dom, you start off, man.
Well, my closing statement would be nice and simple. Boogie's better than Cat. Chris Paul's top 3. Lakers 8th seed. Lonzo, Finals MVP.
Oh wow.
Finals MVP.
Jesus. Okay. George. Please say something better, bro. He wants to say Celtics champs.
Facts.
Oh my.
But John Wall is the 3rd best point guard in the league. Sorry, Dom, I don't agree with you.
Man, me and Hoop Hive on it.
Who?
Yeah, Hoop Hive. I've never heard of that.
Hoop Hive.
Who's that? Is it Hoop Hive?
He has so much hope in this.
Draft Express head ass.
Draft Express.
Make sure to add me on Snapchat at glauren33. Thank you all for coming through. See you next week. Peace.
All right, 11.
First of all, I just want to say, well, technically, isn't this the last of all? Because it's the outro. Anyway, shout out to Billups. Billups come back. He's still on the YouTube channel.
Billups come back.
Anyway, Billups come back. Obviously, man's not hot. You don't know. I have school I have school in like 4 hours. So I'm pretty sure I have like a test tomorrow morning. Fuck my life.
Jeez. Hey, 11 came through though. 11 came through. That's what's up.
Slam dunk comedy return.
Okay, you're done. Okay.
Slam dunk comedy.
All right, SEC.
Bro, wait, Dom, was it called Hoops Hive?
He's looking for it.
Hold on.
Dom, you just.
No, it is Hoops Hype. I'm sorry, Hoops Hype.
Hoops
I said
Hype?
Hoops Hype.
Hype?
Yeah, Hoops Hype.
Oh, okay. I was looking for.
SEC got a new video for tomorrow.
Oh.
Another bad list. Alright, go.
But I'm asking where you see it now, though. Yeah, they do have. Wow, that's terrible. They do follow it.
He said, "Wow, that's terrible."
Jeez,
bro. Yeah, this was. Anyways, yeah. John Wall top 3. John Wall MVP. John Wall Defensive Player of the Year. John Wall.
John Wall, our father. This time.
Pause.
And Alex Lynn is hurt.
Pause. He basically called
Alex Lynn.
Pause.
Zach LaVine and his wife.
All right, Sunday, go ahead.
All right. Here's my closing statement. Kevin Durant, the best player in the league.
Ooh.
Ahead of LeBron.
Yeah, you're gonna get some flack for that.
Did you say it was a girl that MG about me?
I'm not sure. Might be a guy, bro.
The whole time is a guy.
I'm not sure, man. Hey, but thank y'all for coming out again. Number 39. Once again, go ahead, check us out on SoundCloud and iTunes. We're gonna do a giveaway at 1,000 followers on SoundCloud. Love doing the podcast every week. You know, I look forward to this every week. But with that being said, follow all of us. The links will be in the description. And I'm doing in the
description.
Hey, you can put it in the chat. You can put it. Jeez. Hey, but Magic versus Bird coming tomorrow. Hopefully, if I can get it done. But with that being said, we're out.
Better get it done.
God damn.
Later.
Peace out.
He said you better.